Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do,
Just what to do, just what to do.
if what you're feeling is really true,
Is it really true? Is it really true?
just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show. Everyone and anyone who knows me knows I am the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass. Because, guys, almost 34 years ago, I was a dumbass. But today, 34 years later, I can honestly say now, through the grace of God, I'm a smartass. Yes, the word ass is in the Bible at least 40 times, and it means donkey, and that's what I was. I'm saying all that to say this. There are a lot of people out there struggling, and I want everyone to know someone is listening. I'm a nutritional health coach. I'm a recovery coach. All my services to you are free. Please, please reach out. If you think my book can help someone, because I sure do, you can go right to Simon & Schuster's bookstore, Archway Publishing, BAM, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. You can go to my website, www.geripetito.com, and my book is now on audio with my voice, guys. Simon & Schuster wanted to do it with someone else's voice. I was like, no way. So my producer, Ruben Rodriguez of Hamilton Radio and Einhorst Films, is now putting books to audio with your voice. So any authors out there interested, please reach out to me. If you think my book can help someone, because I sure do, please buy it. But here's the thing. If you truly, truly, truly cannot afford my book, please reach out to me about that as well. I'm here to help you. Before I introduce my incredible guests, let me give a shout out to a few of my sponsors today. So I've got John Bishop, a.k.a. Johnny B., singer-songwriter, host of the Entertainment Luncheon South. And he's also the partner in the Joey D and Johnny B Rockin' Oldies band, but he's also going solo as well. So he's doing both, guys. And I want to give a shout out to him and his wife, Linny, for this incredible luncheon they put on once a month for the entertainers. It's $20. It's by invite only. If you tell them you know me, they might let you in. It's by invite only, and you get a great lunch, and you get incredible entertainment, okay? And I want to really give them a shout-out because what they do to promote all of us and the entertainers and everybody is unbelievable. So, you know I love you guys, and thank you so much. And then I've got Storm and Norman Selden, 732-245-4777, www.stormandnormanselden.com, booking dozens of attractions for concerts and performances on venues of all sizes. Guys, he's got from a 5 to 12-piece band. He's a beast on the keyboard. Norman brought his keyboard live in studio recently, and unbelievable. What a lot of people don't know is he helped get Larry Chance from the Earls back in the day started. And Larry was like family. Larry, I love and miss you like we all do. So rest in peace, Angel. I know you're singing up there with Elvis, baby. And now Norman is now going, if you're interested and you're a senior, going to people's homes, teaching them how to play keyboard. Okay? Then we've got John Monforto, the man of many faces, singer, actor, celebrity impersonator, and tribute artist. So I named him the man of many faces, but he was given the title by a former Philadelphia mayor as the original Philadelphia Rocky impersonator. He is Rocky. Check him out, www.johnmonforto.com. So my three favorites, he does like 30. Of course, Rocky, The Godfather, and of course, Elvis, baby. Thank you. Thank you very much. Then we've got Michael D'Amore, singer, songwriter, performer, entertainer. www.michaeldamore.com. So everyone who knows me knows I'm an Elvis oldies doo-wop girl, right? So up here is Elvis. Nobody could touch Elvis. But I actually said to Michael, he's pretty close. But then when Carter Rubin won The Voice, the youngest male, we're all like family, the three of us. I did an interview and I said, Rubin, don't tell Michael, but I'm knocking him down a notch and I'm putting you in between. So Then we've got Michael Zanman, last but certainly not least. Singer, entertainer, performer, www.mzanman.com. So I have something cool to tell you about Michael, but I was honored to be the MC at Letty's for the last couple of years, and Michael Zanman opened for Michael D'Amore, and then we brought John Monforto into the mix, so it was great last year. But Michael Zanman recently recorded Mel Carter's song, Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, and put it on Facebook. So he didn't know it, but I sent it to my buddy Mel. Mel called me and said, Jerry, your boy did a great job. I said, can you tell him personally? We got him on a three-way without him knowing Mel was going to, yeah, it was so cool. And Mel said, Zaman, you did a great job. Michael almost lost his breath, okay? So, but keep Mel Carter in prayer, please, because he's not feeling well. He was in the hospital and not sure what's happening today, but I'll keep everyone posted as I know. So keep Mel Carter in prayer. So now, without further ado, I just love this kid. To me, he's a kid. I'm a grandmother. I love him. All right? So let me first off introduce KAYDEN GORDON. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me back, Jerry.
Are you kidding me? You're making me famous. All right? KAYDEN, I am so proud of you for being. Tell everybody how old you are, please.
I'll actually be 20 on Friday, so.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
My grandson will be 24 on February 26th. My grandson will be 24. Okay? So, all right. So now, you were a teenager when you started all this, first off.
Yes, I was.
I am so impressed with you and can't even believe what you've accomplished. Okay? So, first of all, let's go back a little bit from when you first started. Tell your story a little bit, and then I'll ask some questions.
Okay, so I first wanted to get into specifically radio back in, it was about 2018 when I first started doing a little bit of podcasting through like free sites, and like I started doing that from anywhere between, I was like just turning 13 at that point.
Wow.
And then I always loved listening to the local radio station, Country 102.5. God bless all the people over there that were actually there. And radio's changing so much, and I hate to see it. But I'm glad I'm coming in as like the new sound, so I'm super excited for that. God bless to the person who helped me from the get-go, Carolyn Cruz, who was over at 102.5 for over 33 years, and she just recently retired. So she's been doing at the same station, same slot, same time for the number 10, I think they were like the 10th known country station in the United States, and she was there for 30 something years. And so she I always loved calling into specifically her show and all the radio shows, and I just flat out asked her one day, like, how did you get your start? And I'm curious to see like how you got your start. So she shared her stuff with me, and not long after that I came across online radio. And from there, I just was kind of like, hey, I have zero experience, but do you want to let me do a show? And so I got an opportunity to do a show. And then COVID hit. And COVID really gave me the opportunity to expand because there was no school assignments, nothing. I was completely free. And so I spent all this time building a brand and building up what I do and all these interviews that I've gotten the pleasure to do. It's just, the list is incredible. And from there, I've recently branched out to doing promotions. I work with over 300 artists now. My show is on over 200 stations. We have over 10,000 stations that we service radio songs to radio stations all over the world now. So we've built a great empire of people. I've gotten to meet people like gone to Thomas Rhett, met Thomas Rhett. I've been to Carrie Underwood's concert and got to do a meet and greet with Carrie Underwood. And so many people have done Carrie Underwood. Who else have I done? I've done so many people that it's hard to keep track. I've done Nico Moon. I've been to CMA Fest. I've interviewed at CMA Fest. I've been backstage at the Grand Ole Opry. So I'm blessed to do everything that I've been doing, and it's just going from here, growing from here.
Well, don't go so fast. Grand Ole Opry. Come on, man. You were backstage at the Grand Ole Opry. Come on. How was that?
It was really, really cool. the plan was we were supposed to do this big thing with Brenda Lee, but unfortunately Brenda got sick that day, so we were fortunate I didn't get to interview her. But I just got invited and found out that I am the first radio station to go back this year at the Grand Ole Opry. So, and Brenda Lee will be there this year. So,
Yay!
fingers crossed, she's doing better by
Good.
the time I get down there in Nashville in June, and I get to meet the woman who made the top hit "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree."
That was
interview her.
incredible song, incredible.
Yes,
Tell her
it
I'm a
is.
huge fan. I love her. Give her a hug from me.
I will. I
What
sure
you're
will.
doing is just amazing. So, all right, I have a question. So, you started as a young teenager, and you're
Mhm.
still a teenager officially. You'll be 20 years old. Listen, I always say I was born too late. I was born in 61. I'll be 64.
Mhm.
And my music is oldies Elvis doo-wop. But
Yep.
how? What's your favorite music and how?
Country. I've always been inspired by country, and I've kind of made, because I'm starting to do a little bit of songwriting. I've done some songwriting for the last 3 years now, and I'm taking some vocal lessons right now to learn how to do a little bit of singing, which is an interesting thing that I'm giving it a go. So, I mean, I know a lot of people say that, like, you can't do multiple things at once, but I have to disagree because
Yes, you
I want
can.
to be full rounded in the industry and do
Yes, you
everything.
can. Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
So I'm learning that right now. But I've always been influenced, and my style's always been like country Americana. That's like my thing.
But you were
So
so young. How did that become your thing?
it became my thing because it was always in the background. My mom and parents, my dad used to listen to that kind of stuff, always on the radios. That's how it kind of got into my childhood, and I just fell in love with like Josh Turner. My
Okay.
voice is like deep, so like baby lock the door and turn the lights down low, like that. That's my. I'm learning. Like, I know that's not the greatest.
That's
But
so cool. What do you mean? Wait, do that again for me. For me. Please do it.
okay, baby.
Come
I
on.
can now. You put me on the spot.
Uh,
Baby, turn the lights down.
Baby, lock
See,
the
you
door
put me
and
on
turn the
turn
lights
the
down.
lights down low.
Hayden, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'm learning. I'm getting better with it. I'm obviously not perfect at it, but no one's perfect. But as you must have liked it what I just did there. So that's like one of the things I'm learning right now.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool.
Thank you.
I can't believe this. Now he's going to be singing, okay? This is crazy what he's doing, but it's so incredible. All right, continue. Tell us a little more.
Yeah, so like I've drawn some of that influence like from the Luke Bryans and the Josh Turners and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so now, how many songs have you written?
I've written I think there's 4 or 5 of them that other people have sang that are out there. Most of them were done by Bob McGilpin, who's my Nashville producer, who does all of my songs. But there's a few of them that was done by a higher on singer, Brooke Nicole, and there was another song that I did back in 2022 with Anne Marie Paserno, who Gene knows very well.
I love her. Yes, I love Anne Marie too.
Yeah, that's actually, let's go back to that because that actually brings up a good point. Anne Marie, the first time I learned how to write a song was from Anne Marie. Anne Marie and I were the ones that wrote Night Out.
Okay.
And that was my first song that I ever released was with Anne Marie. And that song was called Night Out.
So, do you know who Trade Martin is?
Name sounds familiar.
Okay, so
I can't put a face to the name.
well, he's an older gentleman who has worked with every legend. Oh my goodness, and he's also a songwriter. He's unbelievable. And he's on Facebook, and I interviewed him, and he said, "Yeah, we're going to write a song together." And I said, "But I'm not a songwriter, I'm a poet." "Yes, you are." "Well, we wrote a Christmas song together a few years ago, and he put it out." So it was pretty cool. But but he says I did most of it. No, I didn't. He did. Okay, he did most of it. Okay, all right. So so what you're doing is amazing, Kayden. Like absolutely, really cool. So
Well, thank you.
yeah. So all right. So now we have a couple songs we're going to be playing. How many, Gino?
Yep.
Two.
I sent them too, yeah.
Yeah. And did you write these?
I did. All those
Okay.
I've written.
And someone
So.
else is singing them.
Someone else is singing
All right.
them. Yep.
So let's play one of them. We'll give everybody a treat, and then you'll tell us who the singer is and tell us about
Yes.
the song. All right, here we go.
Absolutely.
I should take a little time to realize everything I've done. Milestones and advances, achievements in my classes, steps I needed, each and every single one. You count the numbers and equations, each and every great occasion, writing paragraphs and essays, trying to tell yourself it's okay. Just believe that you're thriving, and you've got to keep on trying. It's what you've been needing. Achieving is succeeding. Whoa, achieving is succeeding. Those goals you've been reaching. Achieving is succeeding. Those dreams you've been dreaming. Achieving is succeeding. You count the worries and the blessings, each and every second guessing, searching lost and lone expressions, needing answers to your questions. Just know that you're thriving, and you've got to keep on trying. It's what you've been needing. Achieving is succeeding. Oh, achieving is succeeding. Those goals you've been reaching. Achieving is succeeding. Those dreams you've been dreaming. Achieving is succeeding. Achieving is succeeding. Oh, keep on trying. Those goals you've been reaching for those stars.
That sounds like your life story, kiddo. That's tell us about that song and who's singing.
I sure will. So that was Bob McGilpin. He is a great producer. Not only that, but a great singer. He did a great job with it, and I wrote all the lyrics on that one. That one actually was written right before I graduated high school. And now I'm in college, and I'm almost done with college. So it's
Okay.
crazy to even think about that,
That's
like how far
amazing.
I've come.
It's amazing.
So
Do you write music as well?
I'm learning how to write
You
music.
are. I could never do that. I don't even get it.
I'm not as like getting full as others. I will say that, but I know my vision and I know what I want to do with it. I work with other people, and they help me put it together. Like Bob, he's really good about knowing, like, yeah, this would work. No, this wouldn't work. That kind of thing. So it's amazing.
So music notes always have like I've always been like, what? How the heck?
Hmm.
First of all, who wrote all these? Who started this?
Right.
Who created it? And now these people can understand it and they know. I forget it.
It's like Jerry's version of math.
Okay, there you go. All right, wait, I got to tell you something funny about math. So,
Yeah, sure.
all right, I am the worst. All right, but I'm a poker dealer and I'm a problem
Okay.
solver and I shouldn't be.
Hmm.
Okay, because I'm terrible at math. So when I
Uh-huh.
deal poker, I tell everyone do not touch your chips because once they touch them, if they move them around, then I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay? That's so funny. You said that. You're right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now, um, tell me, you mentioned a few like country artists and all that, but
Mhm.
but growing up till now, like who could you say are your top three country artists or any artists?
Ooh,
Tough.
that is very tough. I would have to say, if I was to choose three, I would have to say Luke Bryan being the first one. He's always been someone I've looked up to. Carrie Underwood is the other one,
Okay.
and I'm gonna have to go with Josh Turner as the third one.
Okay. It's fine.
Those are my
Beautiful.
choices.
Yeah, those are beautiful. So this is a little tough too, this question, because if people say to me, "Do you have a favorite Elvis song?" No, I can't answer that. All right, I have categories of Elvis songs:
Mhm.
sexual,
Yeah.
beautiful, gospel. You know
Mhm.
how it is, fun.
Yes.
Do you have favorite songs?
It depends what kind of mood I'm in. That's how I'm
Okay.
gonna answer that.
No
I'm
one's
gonna
ever
answer.
said that. Go ahead.
It depends on what I'm feeling and what I'm in the mood to listen
All right, so I'll give you a little thing
to.
here now. Say you're feeling tired.
I would have to say, like, I'm trying to think of an example. Oh
Yeah.
my god, something that's like, I can't remember what that song is called. It will come to me.
But does
I,
it
I
put
think
you
it.
down to sleep?
Yes, it
That kind of
does.
thing. Yes.
Yes.
Now, what if you're really excited and happy?
Oh, I remembered it. It's Thomas Rhett and 16. That song.
Okay.
That's one. That's one I like when I'm
That's
tired.
beautiful.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And then happy. I like a lot of Nico Moon stuff. I guess I'll throw some independent artists in there too, like Mission Road. They got
Okay.
some great upbeat stuff, like Still Remember You. I'm Holding On. They got some great music.
That's cool.
Beth Holly. I'm working with some great artists, by the way, managing a lot of great ones. So
We're
in
gonna-
all genres too. And I've kind of opened myself. This is I've been raised on country, but I'm like starting to listen to like rock now, like AC/DC.
Really?
Journey. I'm like getting into other genres now because, and I'm starting to kind of like, I've always been like that, but now that you're in an industry that
Yep.
like you work with so many other people that are in genres, I've kind of opened my horizons and like looked at other genres and stuff. The only thing that I'm not a big fan of is hip hop
I
and
kn-
rap.
okay,
That's just
hold-
not my thing.
Hold on. I knew you were going to say that. I almost said it verbatim with you, but I want to share something, and I knew you were going to
Please.
say it, so I'm ready to share something with you about it because I feel the same way, of course. So, 2016 or 17, a young black hip hop artist from Trenton, New Jersey, reached out on Facebook and said, "Miss
Mhm.
Jerry, I'm up and coming. My name is Randy Shank. Is there any way you could interview me live in studio?" And he was like in his early 20s, and I said, "Can
Mhm.
you keep it clean, young man?" He said, "Absolutely."
Yes.
So he comes live in studio with a few of his friends. They were
Mhm.
beautiful. They kept it clean. It was amazing. And I asked him a question, and this is what I said, and he answered it beautifully. I said, "Why is there so much profanity? Why is there so much anger? Why is there so much, right? All this." And
Mhm.
he said, "Miss Jerry, everyone has a story to tell, and it has to be
Yes.
told. And unfortunately for some of us, this is the only story we know." Well, he
Mhm.
owns a piece of my heart. He's now down south with a family. He goes by SIX director. Look him up. And he's doing photography, he's doing producing.
That's awesome.
And he visited me a couple times and surprised me in studio when he came to see family. And he'll message me every once in a while and say, "Miss Jerry, I'm trying to keep it clean for you." I love him. But I knew you were
That's
going to say that, and
awesome.
I feel the same way. So I don't listen to it, but at least I understand now.
I do, yeah,
Yeah.
and I've talked with people before, like, that have asked me, like, about it, and I understand it too. I've interviewed people, and I talked to one. I think he's in his 20s too. A kid in New Hampshire. I forget what his rapping name goes by, and I said, basically said the same thing. I'm like, if we're gonna do this, we need to keep it clean. I'm on FM. I'm not losing my
Yep.
FM thing because of it.
Yep.
And so it was great, and
Yep.
he's doing good things out there. So
Yep.
it's I have a similar story that I don't usually share, but I do have that person that checks on me and talks to me all the time. That's similar, so we can share that story.
Okay, privately, I would love to share that story.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we
Okay,
can talk
good.
about that
I would
privately.
love to. So now, all right. So now, your family, they're so supportive of all
Hmm.
this, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is great. Now, when are you done with college?
I am currently in my junior year, and people might be asking you how that's possible, but just being 2 years. So I did dual enrollment in high school. So I was already doing college when I was in my junior and senior year of high school.
So you're off the charts.
Yes.
So that makes sense. Now I get it. All right, you're amazing. Now I get it. You're off the charts. Okay, cool. So now, what are you majoring in?
Communications, and then with a minor in writing.
Oh, very good, huh? All
Yeah.
right, that's cool. Communications. I mean, look at us.
Yep.
So, okay. So now, Dot G, song. Let's do it.
Okay, great.
The sun goes down and we're still at it, pointing our fingers and shouting out loud as if all this hurt might be worth it, while you and I just tear our world down. You're blaming me and I'm blaming you, but neither of us knows just what to do. I'm blaming you and you're blaming me. Another senseless fight in our history. The battles won, the battles lost are never really worth everything it costs. When I'm losing you, when I'm losing you, the sun comes up and you're still at it, but I can't help myself from jumping in. The same old words, the same old roads, you and I keep going down again. You're blaming me and I'm blaming you, but neither of us knows just what to do. I'm blaming you and you're blaming me. Another senseless fight in our history. The battles won, the battles lost are never really worth everything it costs. When I'm losing you, when I'm losing you, I never really knew how you made this love look so gosh dang perfect. When you're on the outside looking in, after all this time, after all this searching, I just can't seem to find a way for us to win. You're blaming me and I'm blaming you, but neither of us knows just what to do. I'm blaming you and you're blaming me. Another senseless fight in our history. The battles won, the battles lost are never really worth everything it costs. When I'm losing you, oh, you blame me for this. When I'm losing you, yeah, I blame you for that. When I'm losing you, oh, too many words. When I'm losing you, and we can't take back. When I'm losing you,
Tell us, baby. Come on.
I sure will. So that song I wrote, called "Blaming Me." That was also sung by Bob McGilpin. I wrote that song because, when you're with anybody, whether it be friends or anyone in life, sometimes you're not going to always be on the same page, and you're blaming the other person for what's going on. And you realize that, you, at the end of the day, everyone's got their own opinion, and everyone's human, and everybody should, be together and, be as one. So I wrote that, to show, like, yeah, we have some moments where we're back and forth, and, maybe we're in an argument, maybe we're fighting, but at the end of the day, the love just brings it all back. And so instead of making it a very sad song, we made it a very country rock, a very rock, I guess, rockabilly type vibe is what we were going for. And that's
Okay.
how we put together that song called "Blaming Me."
Do you have a girlfriend?
I had a feeling this was gonna come, and no, I
After
do
that
not.
song.
Yeah. A lot of people asked me if that's what it was, and no, it had nothing to do with that.
Okay. Okay.
I'm available for anybody that.
There you go. Come on. You'll be a lucky girl, man. Grab them.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
Oh, it's the truth. If I had a younger granddaughter or daughter, man, I'd be setting you up, okay? So,
well, you keep looking out there, okay?
I promise, okay? All right, let me ask you this. So now you mentioned that you're now starting to like some rock and all that,
Mhm.
right? So tell me some more of the rock that you like, or other genres even.
Like I said, the rock, like AC/DC, Journey. I'm trying to think.
Foreigner?
I'm doing a little bit of that. Let's say with like I'm kind of dipping myself into like the pop. I'm not really into. I'm not like and I'm not a huge fan of like Taylor Swift. Like I mean,
Oh,
I
okay.
am, but I'm not.
Okay.
I'm kind of there, but not really.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I know there's a lot of I don't know if you've seen on Facebook. If you have you seen the whole like Grammy nomination thing going on
Listen.
about how Beyonce won Country Album of the Year? How do you feel about that?
So, I like Beyonce. Okay. I like
She's good.
but
In my formal opinion, I
right.
don't think she's country.
that okay, I was going to say but I don't consider her country,
Right, exactly.
you know? I don't consider her country. So, things have gotten crazy and out of hand. And
Mhm.
the video, did you see the video of Kardashian's ex
Yes.
with the
yes.
girl? I mean, what's happening today? All right,
I
let's not
know,
get
it's
into it, but
crazy.
what's happening today? Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So I don't even want to watch that stuff anymore.
No.
It doesn't even mean anything anymore.
Like somebody asked me, "Oh, did you watch the Grammys?" No.
No. Okay, I saw my friend sent me
Mhm.
these snippets of. I was
Yes.
like,
Mhm.
yep,
And that's enough for me. Like I had people send me snippets. I'm like, that's enough for me.
that's
Thanks,
right.
guys.
I feel the same way. There you go.
Yep.
So, so now tell us a little bit more. Okay? So, any awards, anything? Tell us everything. Come on.
Yeah, so I was very blessed last year with a
Yes.
lot of awards. I got the one that really stands out to me because I was there to accept it in person as the ISSA of the Year Representative of the Year at the International Singer-Songwriter Association. Everybody told me that was planned, which I'm starting to wonder if that's true.
Why?
Because I talked to a lot of the judges but I'm not really sure if that's a true fact. But I was the first award winner out of all the people that won, and there was like 120 people that got awards that night, and I was the first one to get an award that night at the ISSA.
Very cool.
So that was just that something about that, and the here, and everybody's like, we cheered so loud for you, and I was so that in itself meant more to the crystal that's sitting right next to me.
Okay,
To
so
be honest with you,
all right, I get it.
The cheering on and like the
I get it.
congratulations and
Where's the
everybody was just
crystal? Let's
supporting.
see it. It's sitting next to you. Let's see it, baby. There it is.
Can you see it?
I can see it. Yes, and I saw your photo with. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Very cool. Beautiful.
There you go.
Congratulations. You deserved it.
This one right here was from the Who's Who Country Music Awards. I got this right before 2025 for Country Radio Station of the Year.
Okay.
So this was my other one, and the other ones I also got the Fair Play Country Music Award in 2024 for, I think it was Male Country Presenter of the Year. And then I got one through the Elite Music Awards, which was for Radio Station of the Year. So I think I got a total of 5 or 6 awards this year, which was absolutely mind-blowing.
Amazing. All right, I'm giving you a standing ovation for my seat,
Thank
kiddo.
you.
There you go.
Thank you.
So, when you're done with college, so do you go live into any studios, or is everything from home, online?
Everything's from home. This is my setup here. So
And where
I'm
do you?
eventually looking to, eventually when things are able to and the opportunity arises, which I have a feeling this year's the year that's going to happen, to be quite honest with you. I'm hoping that I'm going to build a studio in the near future in Nashville.
Okay, so do you live in Nashville?
No, I do not. I'm in
Okay.
Massachusetts.
Oh, so wait, so you're gonna move?
That's something in the talks right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I've been back and forth so much, and I know that there's hopefully a bright future for me there. So
Okay. Very cool. Well, keep me posted with that, boy. Wow.
I sure will.
That's so cool. And, I got to thank you. You've sent me so many incredible artists to interview.
Oh, yes.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
sweetheart. It's been amazing. So let's see. I don't want you to say, oh, I wanted to talk about this and I forgot. The mic is yours. Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, I just want to bring back up the ISSA for a minute and thank Tammany for all she does, because that's a hard job working for there's over 25, I think, 1,000 members now, if I'm not mistaken, in that association. It's absolutely crazy, and I just wanted to, bring some light on that. I've been working very closely with Todd Athol, who is the executive director of corporate development that Tammany just brought on. He's a great guy, and so basically him and I have worked together to we're trying to build a panel the 21st and 22nd of August, right before the award show, and we are currently trying to get people like BMI and all that kind of stuff. So that's something that's in the works right now. So for ISSA members. So that way we can because the goal that we're putting together for the Atlanta thing in August every year that they do is, one, we want to make sure that the people get their money's worth, because people we had coming from Australia, New Zealand, Canada, all these places last year, and it makes it so easy for people to love what they do, and it's just last year and the year before, it's always growing and it's doing a lot better, but I really think last year was a really, really great environment. Everybody was so great. I got to meet artists that I probably never would have gotten to be able to meet that I work with in Australia, and it was just so cool to be able to really get down to Atlanta and do all that kind of stuff. I went to Nashville, I think a total of 8 or 9 times last year, which was so cool. We did multiple autism events with my good friend Mary Elizabeth Jackson. So we did a lot of those. We did 2 of those last year, one in March and one in April at Just Love Coffee Cafe. Mary and I are currently in negotiations, hopefully, to secure Starstruck Farms. With that, it was Reba McEntire's former place, to hopefully do our autism event there. So we're currently trying to figure that out right now. So we're hoping to have that for March of this year, 29th. We're hoping to do that with 20 singer-songwriters raising money for Autism Tennessee. Let's see, what else did we do last year? I did CMA Fest at Grand Ole Opry, like I mentioned earlier. In August, I was gone for a whole month, and I got together with many people. I was in Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, and I built this whole tour and everything for it. So it was just it was such a great time last year, and one thing that I also want to mention too, that the last time I was in Nashville, which was in December, we did a huge opportunity, and I'm so excited to be invited back for Christmas for Kids. So we did a lot. I did a lot of charity work last year.
Yeah.
Was out to Tennessee and did Christmas for Kids, and I have to say the Christmas for Kids thing was really the highlight of my year last year. And the reason why I say that is not only Chris Stapleton was there with his tour bus. Unfortunately, I didn't get to meet him, but all for a good cause, though, because for one, the line was super long, and two, I didn't realize this. So when I submitted all of my artists, I thought that we were all going to be in one big tour bus, and they were going to go down the line, and everybody was going to get their autographs. I was not aware that each one of us, back to back, we're going to get our own tour bus for the day.
Oh.
And we showed up there, and they're like, tour bus is yours. Have fun. Sign the autographs. Meet the kids. Tour bus is yours. I'm sitting here going, what? So I was just so cool, and the tour bus was so cool. And it was just, but it was more nice to be able to. It was just, I guess, our reward for doing things for charity.
Okay.
And I was just shocked on how many people knew, oh, you're Kayden Gordon from the Kayden Gordon Show. And Mission Road, Christine Alexander, Alex Simon, who I call my music parents.
Yep, love them.
They're amazing. And they said the same thing. Like, we had so many people that came up to us and wanted autographs and knew who we were just from, being around in the area. So that was so cool. And it was just a great event. Chris Stapleton was there, Chase Matthews, so many amazing artists, and I just can't get over the fact that we had our own tour bus. And the cool part is the bus that I was on. You know who the Marshall Tucker Band is, right?
Heck yeah, come on.
I was on their tour bus. That was my tour bus for the day.
With them?
Not with them.
Oh, okay,
no.
just on their bus. That's cool
Just
anyway.
on their bus.
That's cool
So,
too. What are you kidding?
You know what I did? So I actually asked permission first, and the tour bus driver was just like, go for it. So what I did was, because when it wasn't busy, it was raining, so I couldn't really walk around, and I didn't want to get wet. So but I did do a little bit walking around when it stopped. But what I did, there was a TV, there was a Roku out there, and I sat there when people weren't in there, and I would just I added my show to the thing on my channel, and I added all these people and said, who wants to be added to the Marshall Tucker Band? So I just sat there when people were coming in and just added everybody's music and all these people on my face. I added all these things up there. So I don't even know if the Marshall Tucker Band is watching this right now.
That is so cool.
So I asked for permission first, and I'm like, can I just do this? And so I didn't know if I was supposed to, and he's like, I don't care. I'm like, okay. So the cool part is they weren't there, but their bus driver was.
Okay. Hey, did you take a photo? Did you get questions? I would have had a ton of questions.
I did have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, they're supposed to be forwarded over to them. So.
Okay. Hey, listen, that's me. I don't care. I run backstage. I open doors. I run in. Hello, boys. Oh, you don't know. I'm crazy.
Right.
Okay.
When we were so well liked that there was an exclusive dinner that we all went to afterwards, and we were invited to go to that dinner with all the tour bus drivers. So I even have the driver's phone number and everything.
That's me. Oh my gosh, I love it.
So I'm like, give me your phone.
Yes.
Let's connect.
Yes. That is so cool. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. All right, so I want to read a poem out of my book for you.
Okay.
All right. Now,
sounds great.
There's a reason why I choose this poem. It's called Utilizing Gifts and Talents. That's exactly what you're doing. And I wrote this for people who second guess their worth. Some people think they have nothing to offer, but everyone has something to offer. I mean, imagine what we would be like if we didn't have garbage men, right? Sanitation men, workers. I love them. We need them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone has something to offer. So if you're struggling with that, please listen to every single word of this poem. Utilizing Gifts and Talents. We are born with talents, we are born with drive, with different gifts to help us thrive. I knew early on I was born to draw and paint, to also write poetry and to talk without restraint. Our gifts and talents should all be used, God's gift to us, not be abused. We can go far in life for sure, using our gifts to go on tour like this kid's doing. All our talents should be used to create ourselves and more, but then our job's to share them to even up the score. You see, in life, what's needed is not just for ourselves. Once our gifts are mastered, take them off the shelves. A living we can make by spreading them around, not just for the money, but to spread a peaceful sound. Don't take for granted the gifts you're given. Go out and spread the joy. Our gifts are not to be held back for us to self-destroy. Put your efforts forth. Do not hesitate. All your talents, my friend, are never second rate. Never hold them back or you will surely die. Maybe not in body, but your soul will cry. Our gifts were made to share, our talents made to soar. Go through life enlightened and then you can roar. Be proud of who you are. Be happy you're alive. Once again, my friend, your gifts will help you thrive. By putting efforts forth, not keeping them at bay, your name, KAYDEN GORDON, baby, will live forever, forever and a day. So go through life excited for what you sure can give. To yourself and others is our reason to live. Our grave will be quite lonely, but our legacy lives on. So make sure people smile with the breaking dawn. KAYDEN, you are making everyone smile, okay?
Oh, that's sweet.
You are making everyone smile. Never, ever stop following your dreams and doing what you're doing, okay? What you're doing is so amazing on so many levels, and I can't wait to see what's in the future for you.
I'm hoping that the future is. I'm sure the future actually is going to be bright for me. I think it's going to
Yes.
go very far.
I do too. Have you ever been to Australia and New Zealand?
No,
So,
I've never been. That's on my bucket list to be
okay.
able to have enough money to travel
Okay.
further.
Well,
So
I love traveling. I've been all over the world, and those are my two favorite places in the world. I went to New Zealand in the 90s so that I
mhm.
could jump off the same bridge A.J. Hackett did his first bungee jump off of, and I did.
Oh my
And yeah, and then I have tons of friends now in Australia. I visit them, I've been there so many times, a lot of poker buddies, and I got to hug koalas and I got to kiss kangaroos and
Oh my
babies
god.
and babies in their pouches. I have all the photos. I'll send you some. So
Oh
you have to
please,
get to
I'd love to see
those
that.
two. You have to get to those two places first. Okay?
That's good to know. Yeah, I talk to a lot of Australians, and I've actually found an Australian mom that said that and that's Christine Clifford. So, Christine, thank you for all that. And
There-
oh, speaking of which, I want to bring up another thing.
Sure.
The team that I've been able to build. Let's chat about that for a second.
Yes.
So, I have been working with a lot of people, and as you know, you kind of have to build a team eventually. I've gotten so many phone calls and so many emails to the point where I can't do it all by myself. So
Yes.
I have found an incredible company called AnswerNet. They are in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I don't think far from you guys,
Yeah,
if I'm not
Allentown,
mistaken.
PA.
Yeah, so they have a that's where they have agents and stuff like that. And so they are a big company all over the world, in U.S. and Canada, and I have a deal with them, and we have a partnership together. And I gotta say, I am just so thankful for them. They've done a great job answering the calls. They have great people. My amazing account executive over there, Christine West, who does an amazing job. I'd like to also thank my assistant who works within AnswerNet, but is also my assistant, Tammy Kukuru. She's a legend. She's amazing. I really do appreciate Tammy. I appreciate Emily Anderson and all the amazing ladies and Matthew and Wyatt and all the guys over there too, for all they do and answering the calls. The cool part is that they're a very affordable company. And the cool part is what I like about them is that they're 24/7, 365.
Oh.
So they have people on call all the time. So if someone calls me at 3 o'clock in the morning, they're there. So I could be sleeping and not have to worry about an Australian call or an Australian urgent matter. And they have people that are scheduled to do that. So, and at a very affordable pricing too. So I just wanted to give them a huge shout out. And they're not officially my sponsor, but they kind of are because we've kind of done like a little
Yeah.
discount. Spark and things. So they're kind of my
Yeah.
sponsors. So I'm kind of I bring them up, and I'm super thankful for everybody at AnswerNet. And I just found this out. This is kind of not really off topic, but their CEO Gary Puddles is actually in a band himself.
Oh, that's
So
pretty cool.
yeah, so he I think he does stuff in your neck of the woods. I don't remember what his band's called, but yeah, that's a fun fact about him. So anyway, yeah, they have great services and they do a great work, and I definitely appreciate them as well.
That's so cool. So you have a great team.
Yes, I do.
Good for you, sweetheart. Yes, congratulations. You deserve it. So I want to let everyone out there know, please share this show. All right. Please help him continue to make me famous. All right. So, Kayden, I'll tell you a silly famous story. So,
Please.
I'm Italian, and I have a brother who's only a year and a
Okay.
half older than me. And if you know anything about Italian brother and sisters, they're constantly sarcastic to each other 24/7. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So he's always calling me and saying, "Yeah, you're the famous one. Yeah, yeah. Hey, famous one, whatever." So we were out to eat, the whole family, which was for either Mother's
Mhm.
Day or a birthday. This was a few years back. And we were in PA, actually,
Oh,
at
okay.
this great vegan restaurant, because I'm vegan and so is my granddaughter. And I don't know anyone in this town. And a woman, probably at the time, she was probably in her late 40s, maybe 50. She comes up to the table and she says, "I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt." And she goes, "You're Geri Petito." She goes, "I follow you. I watch your shows and I have your book." Well, I cracked up laughing and I looked at my brother's face. And he was like, "You're kidding." He's like, "I'm never going to hear the end of this. I'm never going to hear the end of this." So whenever he says, "Hey," I say, "Yeah, remember that day in the restaurant?" So it's so funny. But Kayden, you're amazing. This was so great. Thank you for honoring me again here on the Geri Petito Show, Hamilton Radio. Doc G, you want to say hello?
Yeah, Caden, we talked before when we interviewed you the other day, and I'm so proud of you, man. I like Jerry said, I can't get over how a 20-year-old guy like you created so much intense, not only just made yourself bigger, and you did it.
As a teen. As a teen.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm saying he had the foreknowledge to do it.
Yes.
And he's been amazing. I know you're manifesting this. We've talked about that.
Yes, we have.
And you're doing a great, great job doing what you're doing. And just keep on doing what you're doing. You just got to get bigger and better, buddy.
And I'm sure he's good at math, too.
Actually, no, I suck at math.
I hate
Listen,
math, by the way.
I was kidding because if you're an artist, you usually suck at math. Okay, that's how it kind of goes. You're either right brain or
Yeah.
left brain, So I was
Right.
kidding.
However, and we talked about like what I was majoring and minoring in. I did a minor too in writing because I've always loved. I'm a really good writer. Like right now, I'm taking a media writing course where and the cool part about it is the professor's also my advisor, and she knows like literally everything that I'm doing, and she goes, "Write about what you're doing in your life. Write about the adventures you're going on to Nashville. Write about whatever."
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. And she comes back to me and she goes, "A plus. I've never seen such a great paper in my life."
It's beautiful.
And I was like,
Yes.
"Oh my God." So yes, coming from someone that has
Right.
done work in the industry, in the communication industry, coming
Yes.
from someone who has her PhD, that meant a lot.
Yes. Wow, very cool.
Yeah, and I love your new music, too.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
hope
thank
you
you.
send it to me so we can
Yeah.
play it.
He was listening to these two songs when we set him up, and he was like, "These are really
Oh,
good."
they're awesome. They're really awesome. Blaming Me is my favorite, but the other one's good, too. I like both of them. Good job.
Yeah, absolutely. We have there's a few other songs, like I said. There's one called "Overcomer" that I did with Brooke Nicole. She's got a beautiful angelic voice on that. And then the backing vocals was actually Sisters J, Lily and Elizabeth, Mary Jackson's daughters, who did the backing vocals on that one. So we have that song, and then there's a few other ones out there. Like I said, 2022. Doc G, I think you remember "Night Out," don't you?
Yes, I do.
You knew I wrote that with Anne Marie, right?
I believe I did. Well, Anne Marie told me. You gotta
Okay,
remember,
yeah.
he's like my,
I wrote
she's
that.
like my sister.
I'm the one that came with her to the idea, and then she did. I did like a good majority of it, and then she did the like just cleaned it up and everything and put things where it needed to go. So I did most of it, but I still give her a lot of credit too for helping
Amazing.
me with it. So
Yeah, it's
Amazing.
absolutely amazing. Yeah, I love, I love the beginning of your songs and the way
Well,
you
thank
just,
you.
you
Yep.
told the story. I mean,
Yep.
Jerry, I told her. the
well,
same
that's
thing.
what
You
it
tell
is,
your story in the
storytelling,
song.
and
Yep,
that's
it
what
is.
I want to do with my music. I want to be a
Yes.
storyteller.
Sounds good.
Well, when you get, listen to me carefully, when you get your singing career going and you write your song and you record it, you best send it to me ASAP, baby. Okay? I can't wait.
You got a deal. We can do
Alright.
that.
I love you, kid. This is Kayden Gordon, everyone. To me, he's kid, okay, in a loving way. All right? So, Kayden, what do you want to say to your fans out there listening before we wrap up?
Yeah, just thank you everybody for your support. This cannot be done without your support, and if you have a dream, chase it.
There you go.
Like that Cody Johnson song. If you got a dream, chase it.
There you go. Thank you, Kayden, for honoring me here. This is amazing. We love you.
You're
and
very
the door is
welcome.
always open for you. So, everybody, please share this show. Kayden Gordon, everybody. All right, Doc G, take us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do.
Just what to do, just what to do.
If what you're feeling is really true.
Is it really true? Is it really true?
Just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.